Well, next stop in our mystical adventure is Orlando, Florida. I don't film plane trips anymore, as you know what the inside of planes look like, but we are now at the airport car park to pick up our next Turo, which is this Lexus. Why this? Well, good price, comfortable, nice car, and Turo does make it a lot cheaper than normal hire car companies. Check it out. Exit via the gift shop. There is nothing to say other than the fact that that was awesome. I've now seen all 4 space shuttles and the replica. Now when I'm traveling around America, I usually just stay in whatever the cheapest, closest, easiest accommodation is, because I'm never there. But today, well, after going to the Space Center and having tomorrow morning off, I thought I'd stay somewhere a little bit nicer. And I took a detour to Daytona Beach. In typical fashion for me, I had 24 hours to myself to basically have, well, a mini day off, I guess. Landed in Orlando at 1 o'clock, basically went straight to the Space Center, saw the shuttle, decided I'd go to Daytona Beach to check that out. Got myself a nice hotel on the water, got to relax by the pool for like 20 minutes, then went and got a tattoo in Daytona, went to some NASCAR themed karaoke slash dive bar that was cool, woke up in the morning after a little sleep in and basically went to the pool for half an hour, went to IHOP for breakfast, and now we are on the road and back to work. We're off to Real Street Performance. Another day, another mystical adventure. I didn't really film after Real Street yesterday. I don't think you guys wanted to see me go to a laundromat and drive in peak hour traffic swearing at everyone. So I got to Bradenton last night pretty late, and now I'm up and on the way to go see Cooper to do a podcast with him, check out his place. What are we going to do after that? We'll just have to wait and see, shall we? Knock, knock.
Hey buddy, welcome
Hello,
to Florida.
mate. How are you?
Welcome to the swamp.
The swamp? Well,
That's kinda what it is.
There's a tortoise outside in your backyard.
Yes, there's reptiles here.
You
and
have
dogs.
a pet tortoise, as well as lots of dogs.
Lots of dogs.
Come
Lots
on
of
in.
animals, chickens. Yeah, welcome to the shop.
So this is like a Florida thing, you know, you had tortoise in the backyard, animals everywhere,
Yep.
and
chickens running around and 2J Camaros, weird stuff like this. Super basic, you know, 1500 horsepower 2J. Nice and simple.
Super basic.
Yeah, induction built motor, precision turbo. Very, very, like, it is very simple. Like, it's still wet sump, it's not dry sump, like, it's stock oil pan. It still has like an off-the-shelf exhaust manifold, intake manifold. It's not crazy. It's 6 injector. Like it's a very basic car to be going 760s with a power glide also, which is not the ideal trans.
And I noticed you got the Aussie 1320 video shirt on, the special edition.
Yes.
And that's because there is some Australian parts in here, right?
There is the Plasma Man intake, and that was cool because I actually got to see them way back in the day. It's got Turbo Smart stuff on it. It's got some Aussie made stuff on there. Venture through the shop, and then you get to my used to be hot storage, but now I turned it into a little makeshift studio. I'm sure you'd appreciate that. Yeah.
But I have one question. If I'm going to do a podcast about GTRs, how many memory cards do you have?
Yeah, we can get you talking about GTRs, I'm sure. First gen CTSV. It's just one of those cars. It's like, I feel like this may be a little rough to say, but it's kind of like having like a GTR, like an R32. They didn't make that many of them. They only made like 3,000 first gen CTSVs. So this is kind of my forever car. It could sit for the next 10 years. It's not gonna bother me, but it's like one of those cars that they're not making more of them. They'll never make them again. And I think it'll be very sought after in a few years, even though I don't plan on ever getting rid of it, so. This is Big Bowser. He's the guard tortoise, I guess you will, because golden retrievers aren't intimidating. So, Bowser, he's a sulcata, 150 pounds, 28 years old, same age as me. Wow. We actually have probably similar birthdays.
All right, so here's the questions while we're here. How many minutes to the racetrack for you?
I think it's like 8 minutes, 10 minutes on a bad day.
So you can basically hear Cletus doing stupid things from here sometimes.
Yep.
And 8 minutes from the track must be awesome for testing and building cars.
The best track in potentially like the world too. One of the fastest tracks, one of the most well-known tracks, I feel like. Everybody kind of worldwide knows about Bradenton Raceway.
I feel like even if nothing's on and it's closed, I need to drive over there. Like just for the sake of going, I've seen it, I've been there. Like I don't know why I feel like that's a need, but obviously everything you guys do there is like a reason for me to go want to check it out.
There might be stuff going on there today. There's testing almost every day.
But obviously the podcast is a big thing now, right? Like,
yeah, I'm trying to really push that for the next like year or so, being like the big thing and kind of be well known in the podcast realm. I don't think anybody's doing it enough for drag racers and highlighting that kind of stuff and car guys. So I'm trying to highlight that as much as possible, showcase my friends and showcase what's going on in this community. Even though I know, tell viewers where can they find the podcast and they can hear me dribble crap for a while as well. So Bogetti Studios, it's on there, or if you just go to Cooper Bogetti on YouTube, it's like a playlist on my main channel, so it's not hard to find. Awesome, man. Can't wait to do it. Good deal, man. Let's get in there, get it done. Let's go. So after leaving Cooper's place and doing the podcast, I thought, well, I'm down at Bradenton, I should at least go and check out the racetrack. I had no idea what's on. I've turned up, there appears to be a race meeting on. It's mostly dragsters and bikes and junior dragsters and stuff, but I thought I'd come check out this pretty famous and iconic track. It's pretty much exactly what I expected. It's pretty OG, it's pretty old school, but apparently it's one of the best tracks in the country for racing on. And let's go check it out. So apparently no matter what time of day you drive near Disneyland in Orlando, traffic looks like this. Another day, another adventure. It's my final day in Florida, and the most appropriate place to spend it is at the Adam LZ compound. So I've only got about 5 hours there before I fly out. Obviously Adam's a pretty busy guy. He had testing with RTR a couple of days ago and events on and all sorts of stuff, but he's coming in on Sunday to meet up with me. What are we going to do? Who knows? That's the good thing about a mystical adventure. You don't always know what will happen. Let's go.